So now you've gone to the party, you showed up to Thanksgiving. What do you do now? You got to deal with that difficult person or those difficult people. You got to stay calm. You got to be in control of your emotions and your feelings and your actions. The only way to do that is to control your mental health in that moment, which is maintaining calmness no matter what that person's doing. Once you set boundaries with that person, whether it's to talk to them or not to talk to them or talk to them at a different time, you're in control of that situation. So if they're continuously engaging with you or they're continuously trying to push that, you have to be in control of your emotions and your feelings. You can't change who you are. Just because they're continuously pushing you or kind of pushing those buttons a little bit doesn't mean you have to change your personality. Continue to be respectful, continue to understand that it's the holidays, everybody's going through something different, and you've got to be the bigger person in this case. You also got to make sure that you're patient with what you need to do in that moment. You may need to have a discussion during that time of the holidays, depending on how important the topic is. You also may need just to wait till after the holidays are over to address something, or not address it at all. So be patient in the moment that maybe that's not the right time, or it's going to be a little bit later than you're hopeful for whenever you do need to address something. Finally, pick your battles. Is this really the time you need to address this with the person? I'm not saying to let it go or just never address it, but holidays may be a time where you just kind of need to let it go and just have some peace for a second. Especially if the other person's not willing to engage in anything at that time and things are actually going pretty well, and you know, that awkwardness that you were expecting because your mental health isn't really there. Maybe it's just a time to kind of break bread and have peace for that moment and deal with it another time. Either way, don't lose who you are in the moment. Just because it's the holidays and you have to be around other people and that can be very anxiety ridden, doesn't mean you got to change who you are just because it causes a little bit of chaos in the moment itself.